Welcome to ELT Gallery, a channel for language learning and teaching technology, and linguistics. You are still following a series of videos on English sound system, and the topic now is the Zale consonant. Now let's start. In this video, we are going to talk about the features and the reduction of the Zale consonant on the S consonant. And then we are going to have a practice with words which contain the S consonant. And after that, we are going to have minimal pairs or a pair of words which are only different in one consonant, a pair of words which are only different in one consonant. Or here we also have the discussion on how the consonant affects the pronunciation of English suffixes. And then we have finally have a practice on sentences which contain the consonant. Now let's start with the discussion on the production of the consonant. The features. The consonant S in Zale is a voiceless alveolar consonant. It's voiceless. And it is produced by raising the tip of the tongue to the back of the upper teeth to produce a hissing sound. So the sound here is accompanied with the hissing sound. On the sound here is a hissing sound, meaning that we can produce s in a very long sequence of sound without stopping, because it's just a hissing sound and the air is not blown but just narrowed down so that we create a hissing sound. So the tip of the tongue moves to the back of the upper teeth to produce a hissing sound, to block the air passage so that the air goes with a hissing sound. The air goes out with a hissing sound. And then the consonant is produced without the vibration of the vocal cords. It's voiceless, so the vocal cords do not vibrate. The consonant is represented by the letter S. So most often the representation of the consonant S is the letter S, like in sunset, silly, serious in sound. And the letter C. So the letter C may also be pronounced as S, like in grace, lace, ceiling, cease, cigar, circle, cylinder, cynical. As we see here, C here is accompanied with the letter E, grace, CE, lace, CE, ceiling, CE, cease, CE. So if we have C and the letter E, probably it's pronounced as S. Also, cigar, circle. Here we have C and I, the letter C and the letter I, cigar, cylinder. We have the CRY, cylinder, cynical. So in general, we have probably it's not just a fixed rule, but we can expect that if we have CE, then it's pronounced as S, and also CIE or CY. Now let's have a practice on the pronunciation of this consonant in words. Sunset, suffer, similar, sufficient, erase, graceful, whisper, bracelet, curious. Now let's have minimal pairs to show how the consonant is different from another consonant, or how the consonant appears in context. Raise, raise. Pays, pays. Pays, pays. Niece, knees. saw, straw. Say, spray. Splash, splashes. Splash, splashes. Case, cases. Replace, replaced. Promise, promised. Here we have raise and raise. Here we have as, and here we have the. Raise, raise. Pays, pays. Knees, knees. Here we see that the S sound here differentiates between raise and raise. Pays and pays. And then we have sow and straw. Say and spray. Splash, splashes. Here we have S and T, straw, spray, splashes. We have ST, straw, SP, spray, and here we have SPL, splashes. We do not pronounce it as straw or spray or splash, but we have no vowel between the S and T, straw, spray, splashes. And then here we have is over here because it's a this is a noisy sound sh, and then we add s here because it's impossible to pronounce splashes without e over here. Cases. Here the s here becomes the cases, and here we have replaced with t, replaced, because the S here is voiceless, and therefore the ED here is pronounced as t, replaced. Promise, promised. Also here we have t, promise, promise. Now let's have a practice on the sentences. Grace went to the horse race. They serve sweet and sour soup. They promised to trace the tracks. The sisters sang some holy songs. The office has a good security system. The story inspired me to study science. Sue sent the same sample of the product. The restaurant gives an excellent service. Sam has a good grade in the second semester. Well, that's all the practice on the silent consonant, the S consonant. And thank you. See you in the next video.